Well, I am now here with Kim Carney, the Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine. She's here to talk about training the veterans of tomorrow. So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Jordan.
Of course. This is really cool. And when I was a little kid, I thought I wanted to be a veterinarian, but then I was like, I don't know, it seems like a lot of training, but it is very rewarding, right? And I still had to have a lot of training with meteorology too. Still kind of in that science field, but I love animals and you're helping them. But for those who have maybe not heard of this, what is the Lincoln Memorial University College of Veterinary Medicine at Orange Park?
So we are a new vet school right here on the First Coast. We're the 37th veterinary college in the U.S. So there's not a ton of vet schools in the U.S. And so we're really positioned well in the state of Florida where there's so much population growth.
Right.
And along with the human population, the animal population is growing rapidly. So there's a huge need for veterinary services.
Definitely. And also our pets, they're our family. We want to make sure that they're taken care of. So why is launching a new veterinary school such a big deal right now?
Yeah, it's that need, right? There's so much demand for animal health and public health. Folks often don't realize that connection.
Yeah, I wouldn't
how
have
much
thought
veterinarians are involved in public health.
Yeah.
So that's
really
huge
interesting.
Part of it for us.
So what sets yours apart then from other veterinary schools?
So all vet schools, students come in after having a bachelor's degree, and but most of them are 4 years. We've compressed the same amount of credit hours, same semesters into 3 years, which means our students don't get summer breaks, but they get out in the workforce a whole lot faster. So they're serving their community's needs. The other parts of that are really special for our program, we have a really strong program in clinical skills preparation. So from the first week, our students are out with some of our partners like Jacksonville Humane Society, like Boone, learning physical exam and surgical skills. And alongside that, we have a professional skills curriculum. So the students learn communication and practice management skills so that they're well-rounded professionals.
Right, because you're going to be dealing with the patient's parents, I guess you could say, right? The humans. So you mentioned community partnerships, and because I wouldn't have put the two and two together. So how do those actually work in your program?
Yeah, so for our clinical year, all the students have to rotate through clinical practices. So instead of having a teaching hospital on campus, we send ours out into corporate and private practices, the CDC, all kinds of settings across the whole nation so that the students get real world experience with practitioners. And then locally, for our preclinical years, so the first 2 years of teaching, we embed our students at Jacksonville Humane Society, at Clay County Animal Services. We partner with Canines for Warriors and other practices around town so that they get that real world experience.
That is so cool. And it's nice to have those other businesses or organizations within our area that you can do that. That is really cool. So how does this impact the broader community beyond education?
Yeah, so obviously we're trying to address that workforce need, address that need for more veterinary care, but more locally, we have a great economic impact in the community because we're welcoming 150 students every summer.
Wonderful.
That'll be here for 3 years. And then we've created a little over 65 jobs for our faculty and staff. So bringing in health professions experts from across the world. That's great.
And this summer also marks the start of another major health education program. So can you tell us about that too?
Yeah, we love our One Health. So the intersection of animal health, human health, and environmental health. So we're, LMU, Lincoln Memorial University, is also launching the DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine, co-located on our same campus.
Wonderful. So tell everyone where you're located and where we can get more info.
We are in Orange Park, right on Wells Road, and you can certainly get more information about admissions and how to become part of our vet school at opvetmed.lmunet.edu.
Hey, that was a good memory. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I think it's wonderful, and I think, hey, if you're interested in becoming a veterinarian, it's a place right in our backyard. We can get started. Thanks again. Thanks. Of course.